Hello, this is Levi Henry, school psychologist for the San Luis Obispo County Office of Education. When we look to nature for relaxation and calming, what are the main colors that we experience? It probably shouldn't take too long before most people realize that it's greens and blues. The blue sky, the blue water, the green plants, and often with some accents of other colors. And this is no coincidence. Blues and greens are known as the calming colors. So as we look at the color spectrum, on one side we've got the stimulating colors, the so-called warm colors, red, orange, yellow. On the other side, we've got the calming colors, the so-called cool colors, blue, green, violet. Today I'd like to talk about some recommendations on how to create a calming, relaxing architectural space, for example, a room. Let's talk first about the major surface areas, starting with the walls. Greens and blues would be the colors to use, but not just any greens or blues. We want to use soft hues, meaning that with regard to the saturation of the paint, the amount of green pigment or blue pigment that's in the paint versus the amount of white pigment. We don't want a lot of the green or blue pigment versus the percentage of the white pigment. We want the colors to be soft and not saturated, not intense. Another aspect of it is the reflection of light, the light reflective value. We want the floor to reflect less light than the walls. We want the walls to reflect less light than the ceiling. Back to the colors. Dark colors are going to make a room feel smaller. Light colors are going to make a room feel larger. Another aspect is overstimulation and understimulation. We wouldn't want everything in the room to be green or everything in the room to be blue, because then we run into monotony, which is understimulating, which, just like being overstimulated, can cause adverse physiological effects, emotional effects, and counteract what we're trying to accomplish. And on the other end, overstimulation. We don't want a lot of objects in the room, on the walls, and so forth, creating an environment that can be overstimulating. We don't want a lot of different colors. Again, that can be overstimulating. What we want is to base the room on the calming colors, the soft greens, the soft blues, but with accents of their complementary colors. Complementary colors are the colors that are across the color spectrum on the other side. The complementary color of blue is orange. The complementary color of green is red. The complementary color of violet is yellow. Now, I didn't mention violet, even though it's on the cool color side, the calming color side, because it's difficult to use in large spaces like we use blues and greens with. Thank you for listening, and be well.